So here we go. Well, I'd just like to give us a little blessing as we
Susan,
start.
you need to make me a co-host if you don't mind.
You just interrupted my prayer.
I know, but that way you can pray. Please ask the host. See, I can't.
Co-host. There we go.
Okay. 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 Record. Okay, we're ready now.
Okay. Just so you're ready. Are you sure? Are you sure you're ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Heavenly Father, I love these women. Thank you for our weekly gathering. And I hope that the words of my mouth and the meditations of our heart will be acceptable in your sight, and that we will leave tonight to go out to be good stewards of all you've blessed us with. In your name, amen.
Amen.
Okay. So, you know, it's really cute, you guys, to always see how Teresa and I come up with topics. It's like, what you got? What you got? What do you think? And it's just fun because we're kind of like a two-headed monster, you know, right? And we came up with this fun idea about how you change, you know, skincare. You know, the heater kicked on, and so now it's time to make some changes in your skincare routine. But also going even from, you know, fall. We're currently in fall, of course, and we're all doing the pumpkin spice latte colors and all of that. But there's some neat tweaks and swaps that you can make as we head into, dare I say it, winter. So just kind of fun as the weather gets chilly. There's not just different skincare, but also different colors. So Teresa, you want to kick us off with one of the first swaps?
Sure. You know, I think right off the bat, since we're talking about layering and winter, let's talk about your mascara, the swap for your mascara. So I don't know how many of you just use one mascara, the same mascara all the time.
Not since I spent the night with you.
Okay. Well, yeah, I think one of the things that I love to teach and everybody loves to learn, and it was something when it was an aha moment for me for sure, was when you, first of all, you have to curl your lashes. I am telling you, my curler's usually laying right there. I'm telling you, don't tell me, oh, I don't have time or I can't curl my lashes. It takes a little bit of practice, but honestly, it will make the biggest difference in the way your lashes look, because it's not just curling, but it's opening them. But the cool trick is that as soon as you curl your lashes, oh, we've got somebody, McKay, we might have
she's joining. I got her. That yours, Nora? Okay.
So as soon as you curl your lashes, then use waterproof mascara. First of all, our waterproof mascara is awesome, awesome, awesome. I love the way it goes on. It just defines every single lash. And the wand is wonderful. And so that's your first coat. And then once you've done that, your lashes will stay curled. And then you can finish out with maybe another coat of waterproof mascara, which in the summertime, that's typically what I'll do. But if you really want some boom, then pretend that waterproof mascara was just a primer for your lashes, and put some lash intensity on or some ultimate mascara on over top of it, and lash galore. I mean, seriously. Oh, there's Sony, so let me admit her too. So layer your lashes just like you layer your clothes in the wintertime. So waterproof mascara first, and then your choice. Lash intensity, I love both of them. I love lash intensity because you can really get it close to the lash line. And that's kind of key too, to having really, you know, voluminous lashes and looking really good and thick. So that's it. Layer your lashes. Suze?
Well, today I'm a proof of not having much on this eye. I've had a headache and a watery eye. So you can layer your bangs over your bad eye when you have an allergy. So there's there's a beauty tip. I want to welcome everybody who's come in while Teresa was talking. And if you missed that first part, she was talking about curling your lashes. Do you remember Robert Jones? He'd say, there's 3 rules to lashes: curl, 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 right? And you are so right. You always are about beauty tips, Teresa, because like there's something about that waterproof mascara as your first layer. It holds the curl. It's almost like when you use the curling iron on your hair and then you let it cool, and how it'll kind of hold and give you better body. There's something about this. It's almost like a lash primer using your waterproof mascara. So I love that tip. I love it. I am an ultimate mascara babe. I mean, that it's like if somebody says, what's your favorite? My go-to has always been Ultimate, and it still is over waterproof now. And lash intensity for real. My mom's always calls it the one with the chenille, this thick chenille brush. She likes that because her lashes are a little short and she feels like that thick brush will grab them. So
Yes.
great. Anybody else have any mascara tips or layering of the way they do their lashes? Okay. All right. What's next? What else we got?
Well, since we're talking about eyes, let's just talk about your eyeshadow for winter. You know, this is a good transition period from, you know, neutrals, which did you all not love the color look that the company put together for the holiday glam look, that flash sale that they had at the end of the month last month? Oh my gosh. So these are great colors, but obviously they are very neutral. This Moonstone, Granite, Cashmere Haze, and Espresso is what those 4 colors are. Gorgeous, good, basic eyeshadow wardrobe. But I love this little petite palette. So stinking cute. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So, but it's time to switch it up a little bit and, you know, kind of go into a little color mode for winter. So you want to add some grays and plums into your eyeshadow wardrobe. So again, I still have Granite and Hazelnut in there because I just think those are good staples and they go well for me, particularly with my eye color or my hair color. Hazelnut, just it's got to be in my eyeshadow wardrobe for sure. But so I have Blossom here, Cashmere Haze. I have Frozen Iris, which is a gorgeous color. If you haven't played with it, even as a just underneath your lash line, really, really pretty. And then Sweet Plum and Granite and Hazelnut. So those are the 6 eyeshadows. And so they really
say those
work.
again. I'm writing these down.
Okay, I have Blossom, Cashmere Haze. And if you haven't tried Cashmere Haze, it is not gray. Look how gray it looks right next to Blossom. It looks gray. Can you see that?
Yeah.
It is not gray. It is like this plummy, I don't know if you can really tell, but you're going to have to get one out off your shelf. It is a plummy gray. It's got some plum in it. And I love that color. So Cashmere Haze, and then Frozen Iris, Sweet Plum, Granite, and Hazelnut. Great 6 combo, goes for every skin tone, really everybody. I mean, really, really pretty. And if you want to know what these are, this is Rosy Nude. This is my go-to blush. A good.
You never know. Do you use that much?
You think it's actually got a smile in it.
Worn down to it.
And then glazed, a little bit of highlighter over top of it. So there you go. There's a great little palette look for winter for you.
I love that. You know, I've got the big, huge $25 compact and it's every color. And who was it? Somebody, maybe it was Nora. Somebody told me, go with the lookbook and you line them all up in your, was that you, Nora? Where you, okay, every lookbook has this page in it, right? With all your shadows. And so I just put them all in that order. And then I keep this in the drawer of my vanity. And I'm like, what color do I want today? Yeah, exactly. There you go. Just like that.
Yeah, just tape it on the inside of there. That way you don't even have to put it in the drawer. And what I do is I pull out if I'm gonna customize. So there's a few holes in there. But yeah, I know. It's awesome. You deserve this, you guys. If you are not wearing it and you're not using it and you're not, you know, this isn't sitting on your makeup vanity, you know,
treat yourself. Gosh.
Treat yourself, because the more excited you are about it, the more excited your customers are going to be, and you're going to be excited if you're using these colors. So good time to transition.
And it's true. We always, oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Annie.
No, I have a question. You were talking about the purples. When I use the purples, it makes me look like I have black eyes.
Okay, then you just may need to tone it down. to blend it out. I mean, I think anybody can pretty much wear purple, but and if you're not, and you just mentioned something, you may not be using eyeshadow primer. Eye primer, if you're not priming, and this is really not, this is just a tip. This isn't winter. This is winter, spring, summer, and fall. If you're not using foundation primer, eye primer, and lip primer, you are missing out on the perfect makeup experience. You're not going to get the kind of makeup that you want, the flawless face, something that lasts all day long without priming first. I mean, it's just key. So don't slap your foundation on top of your moisturizer and then use your finishing spray. This is year round, you guys. This is like the best tip that I could possibly give you is prime. So I think I got carried away, Annie. So, but
Thank you.
You just need to play with it a little bit more, or get somebody that you know is good at eye makeup. If you were here, I'd show you how to use it.
Thank you. I wish I was there.
Have a sleepover at Teresa's. She'll
There you
she'll
go.
do your makeup. It's so much
There
fun.
you go.
Right, Nora? A room with her at seminar.
That's right. I did change mine around a little bit though. I ended up changing mine to be so all the, wait, where's the camera? There we go.
Yeah. Not as easy as it looks, is it?
So I ended up doing them by category now instead, and I find this easier, especially when I'm with a customer
Oh my
that
gosh. So you
I can't
cut them
understand you,
out
Nora.
and-
Yeah.
Wow.
By category. Oh. Well, where did you get that? Did you like cut up the picture and put it all together?
No, I don't know where I got this because I just printed it off because it even says, you know, the price, crease-free, fade-proof, pigment-rich use, life-proof color. It must have been when it first came out. I don't know, but I really do like this organization now better because it just kind of lines up all the different categories and makes it easier.
That's cool. That's cool. And you know, I've been doing this for almost 35 years. And sometimes I know how we are. We're stingy with ourselves. And Teresa, you know, you
Yep.
have to use it and you deserve it and you get it at a really good price. So don't hold back. Please, if you've not, I'm taking notes here. I mean, I got all of this. Good grief. It's right there. So treat yourself. I'm writing this down because I want to look like Teresa. So I have all of these colors and I'm going to film me a little compact just with that. And that flash sale color combo, I'm like, what? I would never put gorgeous. So
Yeah,
you
perfect.
utilize the brilliance of Luis Casco, all those people at Mary Kay, and try something different. We get in what we call a face lock. Okay. You can get in a wardrobe lock too. You know, you're like, oh, I didn't even know I had this, because you go to your favorites all the time. And it just gets a little boring. And then sometimes all it takes is a little splash of a different color, or tight lining your shadow, or a waterproof liner with a little turn up on the end. And people are like, you look bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, you know, and it's just colored as just the littlest bit of something to make you happy. Very good. Okay, so we've talked about changing our swapping our mascara and making sure you're primed for beauty. You want to e.l.f. eye, lip, and foundation, e.l.f. for yourself. And then what else did we say? And your eyeshadows.
Yep.
Okay, what's next?
Next is your foundation. Basically, you know, it's the CC cream is, you know, typically our summer foundation. It's our go-to everyday wonderful foundation, and it is hydrating and it does wonderful things. Again, a makeup staple. This has got to be in your wardrobe. But the swap for wintertime is to go to the 3D Luminous foundation. Stay away from mattes in the wintertime. If you're super oily, mix them together. So take a little matte and take a little luminous and mix them together to find a happy medium if you're just super oily. I'm kind of moderately oily, but I do dry out in the wintertime. And we just, our faces, we don't want our faces to be so matte and dry looking in the wintertime. And I think sometimes we get so used to, especially if you're oily, to feeling like you need to work on that look, that you don't allow your skin to really glow. And so winter is a great time to glow. And the Luminous Foundation is fabulous. And again, if you need to mix it with a little bit of matte wear, do it. If you want to mix it with a little CC cream, even do it. I've done that before too, and it kind of thins it out just ever so slightly. So I am wearing beige neutral 150 luminous foundation, and that's Susan's color too. And
but I don't wear luminous. I don't even really stock much luminous. So
Really?
I'm writing myself a little note.
try it.
To try it
love
at least in your
Better.
best selling shades. Get
Yeah.
a luminous so people can have that option. Very good. Do you feel, Teresa, like using your highlighting powders, your glaze and stuff also gives you just at least a little dewier look? Because I think gives you a little shine, a little brightness, because wherever there's light, does it look like lesser lines and crinkles, or
Yeah, and
lift? Where there's light, there's lift.
it diffuses, the little teeny bit of shimmer. I've got a little bit on the top of my cheekbones. I love, glazed. Just in a couple of places, it creates some kind of a neat illusion. And so don't
All
just,
about illusion.
yeah, you don't, it is definitely. But you don't need to, some people think that that's only like a summertime kind of glow, but no, wintertime, this is the time to have more dewy skin and to have a little bit of that shimmer. Is a fun thing.
Very good. Okay. So anybody have comments or questions about anything we've addressed so far? Because I think we're about to go into maybe some skincare things.
Well,
you wanted
lips, we got to talk lips for just
Oh,
one
lips,
second.
sorry. Then skincare. Anybody
That's
other questions so far? Okay. All right.
Okay. Wintertime, again, kind of, I think we get very neutral in the summer. I know even I do, and I don't really look good with neutral lips. I need lips that have color and a little brightness to them, but I still kind of like to gear back to blush velvet and some of the neutrals, which I really shouldn't. But it's summer, we can kind of get away with it a little bit more. But in winter, go a little bolder. Get your Supreme hydrating lipsticks out. This is a fabulous, it's kind of a marriage between the True Dimensions, which was very emollient, and our regular lipsticks, our regular cream lipsticks. And so it's emollient, but it stays on really well. I had somebody complain about it, didn't stay on, they didn't like the way it stayed on. And I said, are you using lip primer? No, put it on. All the difference in the world. So lip primer again. So go a little bold. I have on Rockstar Red tonight. And my trick with lipstick, because sometimes if it's too bold, at least for you, other people go, oh, that looks really good, but you think it's a little bit too bold. It's just put a little shimmer over top of it with one of our other lipsticks. I fell in love with that Sunstone that we had last year or whatever, and it's a shimmery lipstick. But we have other lipsticks that are a little lighter. Just layer your lipsticks, just like we talked about layering your mascara. If it's not exactly the color you want, I'll take a little bit of a rose liner to tone down the red just a little bit. So, don't put a red liner with a red lipstick, because then you're red. But, you can really kind of change the tone and the color of the lipstick by your liner if you're using a liner. So there you go, lipstick.
Yep, I agree. What she said. But it is hard, to go, like, I tend to go with these neutrals, but I'm sitting here, I'm like, well, here's a little evening berry, and again, like your plummies and your jewel tone stuff.
Yeah.
That is what in the old days, we called it cools and warms, or springs and winters, and the winters were the fair skin and the bold, intense colors, but I think there's still some truth to that. So very good. All right. Anybody on your colors or anything have something to share or ask? Because now we'll move into winter skin. And I do remember Linda always telling us, your skin changes as soon as the heat kicks on in the fall. And I would agree. You just feel a little tighter, a little drier, a little itchier. The house isn't as humid. And so your skin goes through that change as well. So there's definitely some go-to extra emollient, hint, products for winter. So Teresa, we were talking today about something called slugging. Do you want to tell them what that is? Have you guys heard of slugging? And not just slugging somebody. This is completely different.
It's something that, I mean, it's not a surprise because I've done it in similar fashion myself, but I never had a name for it. But it's called slugging, which basically you make your face a slug before you go to bed at night. So it's really like a very heavy moisturizing moisturizer, and obviously that would be our extra emollient night cream. So putting in anything, but they call it slugging across the board, whatever product they're using. If it's a very heavy moisturizer, they put it on really thick and they sleep in it overnight. And I know you're all thinking the same thing, that you're like, oh, that's just gross, you know.
Must stick to my pillow.
Well, I sleep with dogs, so I could just imagine.
Oh, the dog hair.
The dog stuck to my face. But anyway, that's what they say. Do that, and then sleep on a clean white cotton pillowcase. You know that you're prepared to take off that the next day, but your skin is supposed to feel amazing the next morning. But I will say that I have done similar where I've just used extra emollient night cream as my moisturizer, was feeling particularly dry, and so I would put either serum C or the oil or something on first. And that's my key with extra emollient night cream. Don't just slather it on your dry skin. That's almost like gives me the creeps. You already need to have something emollient underneath it so that it seals. And that's what extra emollient night cream does. It seals the moisture in your skin. So you want your skin to be a little moist and a little emollient. And that's why the oil is particularly good. If you put the oil on, try it tonight. Just put the nourishing oil on first as you're, clean your skin, nourishing oil, and extra emollient night cream over top of the nourishing oil while it's still moist. And then if it's just too much, then just kind of blot it off with a paper towel, but leave it on there and you'll be amazed at what your skin feels like the next morning.
Well, it only makes sense. Extra emollient night cream, if you have dry heels, you're going to put that on and wear socks to bed. If you've got chapped hands, I used to put it on and wear gloves to bed. I mean, so why not this? And in the old days of Mary Kay, like this was the night everybody used a night cream in 1963, right? And like we had one. Didn't matter what your skin type was. This is what you used, was the pink axle grease, is what some of us lovingly call it. But you can just, as it was originally intended back in the 60s, pat a little bit of water on your face and then put this on. Is it called occlusive or non-occlusive? I forget what it is, but nothing gets through it. So maybe that's non-occlusive. But anyway, it would hold that water on your skin and in your skin, as Teresa is like, nothing gets through it. And so whatever you're using, the nourishing oil, the serum, or patting some water on your face, it makes a difference. And a lot of times, even if you feel like your facial skin might be too oily for that, it's a great neck and throat cream. It's a great cream for your décolleté. As I age, I notice there's just little areas that feel real kind of little dry, keratinosis or whatever they call it. That's great. Elbows and heels, or dab a little bit of water, use it on your body. It is the most versatile thing. We always say it's probably a dessert topping and a floor wax too, because it's that product that has so darn many uses. But again, it's probably sitting on your shelf, and you may not even have one in your own bathroom. So consultants, we're going to fuss at you, myself included. Don't be stingy with your stuff, because people want to know what you're using. You'll sell more in the long run by using it all and giving your own personal testimonials. Okay. So, another really good product too, this is off the top of my head, but as you hydrate, how about Intense Moisturizing Cream, which is just like, gosh, it looks like whipped butter. I mean, it's just so, and
Feels
it
so
really
good.
is the hydrating product. It's like a huge drink of water for your skin. So this might be the time to switch from oil-free hydrating gel to Intense, is it called Intense Moisturizing Cream?
Moisturizer, yeah.
Yeah, because I get the hydrating and the moisturizing and stuff. Using some of the masks, and this month is in our October specials, there's a lot of masks because of Halloween as part of our special deals. The hydrating sheet masks, the bio, I just went
Cellular.
blank. What is it?
Biocellular mask.
Biocellular mask, which I did that the other day, and you look so scary. You look like Michael, whatever his name is on the Halloween or Friday the 13th or whatever it is with that mat. You kind of looks like the goalie mask. It's creepy. But it's so amazing. And then you don't even wash it off. You just let it go ahead all into your body. So your masks are great friends, and even thinking about microdermabrasion, you may have extra dry surface cells that need to be sloughed off with the Refine and then follow with the Replenish. So those are just all great tips. There's probably a million more, but we're running out of time. I want to thank our guest, McKay. Is that your first name? Okay, I love it. I hope you've enjoyed on here. You've got a wonderful consultant, right? One of the best. Yes, exactly. And she's got all of this stuff in stock. So if there's something special you heard tonight and you want to get with Nora, I hope that you will. And to all of our guests who are watching after the fact on the recording, we so appreciate your support, and let us know how we can help you make the swap from summer, fall, right on into winter skincare. So you are glowing and looking gorgeous during the coming months and for the holidays.
Okay.
So thank you, everybody. Teresa, thank you for having all the props together.
You're welcome.
How many of you would love to just have one of our recordings where we have Teresa on the big screen and she gives us some really great glamour tips for the fall and holidays? I mean, don't you love that? Because you are our resident, glamour girl. She knows it all. Yeah.
And
Wherever you are on the screen. So anyway, thanks for being on here, girls. Remember, it's double credit
guys,
month.
good night,
Go all
everybody.
out. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.